there's a few sort of bumpy bits here. We're getting to the stage. If this is so finely resolved here, you really can no longer afford to have that bumpy because your eye immediately starts to make decisions.
Who's your favourite paleontologist?
My son.
Strange. Other than the fact that these are two different animals.
So my name's Karyme. I'm lab tech here. So what I'm going to do, so I've got a big box of kangaroos and wombats. Alright, so everybody can grab one of these each and that'll be the specimen that you're going to mould. So start here, choose one, pass the box on. And this is where the skills that you learn in primary school come into play. Alright? Time consuming. You can, paint this stuff into the mould. Tip it up, paint a bit more along this edge, slush it around, get it in there. Do the same, and then you glue them together. With this I'm going to try and knock off at 4 o'clock so that we've all got time to get up to the museum for our soiree.
What's going on in this room?
What's going on in this room? There's a lot of scientists and paleontologists coming together and sharing their views.
How'd the workshop go today?
I've had some excellent feedback, so I guess it goes all right. I was very happy. Everybody got done what they wanted. Some people had excellent results.
She's weak. Weak as water.
Who's your favourite paleontologist?
Well, that's pretty clear.
Bringing extinct things back to life. Jurassic Park. Alicia. Yes, I went there.
You drink lots of beer. Oh, there's a lot of interesting paleo.
Yeah.
One of my mentors, Ralph Molnar, he's a very interesting paleo. Here we go. That's probably a paleontologist.
What are we likely to see later tonight?
This.
Who's your favourite paleontologist?
I'd have to say Dr. Scott Hucknall.
The other thing I want to say for now is just how much I appreciate the effort that people who convene the workshops went to today, the phylogenetics, the dating, the drawing and preparation past the workshop.
Having the insight, not having a path to follow, that he did.
Reuben Arthur Sturton, known to his friends as Sturt. There we are. That is the scenery of the approach to Calybono. And there's a few things on this slide that I must tell you about. That's a diprotodon, as that is. So is that. This is another indication that we found human habitation. What a dig it was. That was one day's effort. The beginnings of the skeleton showing up. And here we see Sturt and Woody carrying them back.
How many degrees of separation are there between you and Sturton?
The man Sturton?
3, 4, 5.
So, 2. 6. I'd say around about 10.
Do you have any early picks for poster winner?
Oh, that's a good idea. We should start taking bets.
So basically, we were in Matt's dig in KI, and I was digging. I said, "Matt, can you please pass me that trout?"
Gotta move on.
No, not that one. That one. He says, "No, don't you mean the plaster is small too?" It's like, whatever. I don't know the bloody taxonomy of the trout. And then we just kept talking about it, as you tend to do in caves when you're sort of losing your mind.
Do any of them exhibit any sort of sexual dimorphism? Or differ between if you're left or right-handed?
Not that I'm aware of.
So this is like maybe a future true research. This could be a PhD.
This is beyond the scope of this study.
You haven't considered the difference between paleontological trials and archaeological.
The evolution of terrestrial vertebrates was a key event in the history of life, yet we still know amazingly little about how or when it occurred. Now, you wouldn't think that paleopathology, the study of ancient disease or injury, would be able to help shed any light on this. But that's just what I've done here. By CT scanning the world's oldest known tetrapod paleopathology, I have been able to investigate the three-dimensional geometry of the fracture inside a fractured and partially healed right radius of the primitive stem tetrapod Ostenotus. Furthermore, by use of the engineering technique of finite element analysis, it has been demonstrated that the most plausible scenario in which the bone broke was a high-force impact type situation, most likely during a fall on land. Importantly, this implies that by the early Carboniferous, large tetrapods were capable of terrestrial locomotion, hinting that terrestriality in vertebrates probably evolved a lot earlier than we currently believe.
So what about a scenario about getting caught in the surf and being thrown against a rock with your...
That's a good question. The thing is, this breach was found in inland estuarine deposits.
Jenny Wattis was a C4 specialist, and if you think about it, if you're playing around with C4, you're not going to be around for very long.
A paleontological principle that I think is incredibly important, and that principle is the issue of scale.
This is my lovely auctioneer, Paul Schofield.
This will definitely stop all the rocks from falling off your bookshelf. Something that you would love here on your wall and that.
It's a fish that John Long rejects that makes John Long. So off with it.
My name is Orca Maria, and I'm going to be talking about my honours project, which was part of it, which was optimising morphological data sets to resolve the evolutionary history of short-faced kangaroos. Obviously, I didn't optimise that title.
If you don't fall into this category of having fossils that are often isolated and fragmented, or components missing, you are not Australian.
Best dressed.
That's got to be Trevor Worthy. Yeah, my wife's here. Hurry up and get something on.
I thought it was frivolous, but that kind of thing is considered funky these days.
Really good mates, hey?
Yeah.
All the time.
Of course, everyone has a share in this. It's worked with me up there in the